Hi there everyone, so today's video is we're gonna be changing the brake fluid of my Dodge Journey. So the tools that we're gonna be needing or we're gonna be using is, I believe, where it's gonna be very almost the same with everybody. So we're gonna be using our wrench to bleed out the brake fluid, and then we're gonna be needing a impact wrench because I'm gonna be taking off the wheels, and then the size of the socket or the size of the nut that we're gonna be needing. And of course we're gonna need a brand new brake fluid. So on my Dodge Journey, we're gonna be using the otheir OEM on my Dodge Journey, and then just empty container to put the old brake fluid. And then we're gonna be needing a brake fluid kit, and then but you can make your own brake fluid kit. And then of course we're gonna be needing some rags to wipe off the spills or dust. And of course we're gonna be needing one of these turkey base, and then we're gonna be needing a brush and then a wire brush just in case there is a rust or dirt or mud that needs to be cleaned off before we put on the bleeder kit. We're gonna be needing also a jack stand and then a jack. So I had already jacked the behind the car, so it's been already jacked right there. And then we're gonna be also jacking up the front. The very first thing to do is to park in a level ground. So I already parked my car in a level ground, and then open the hood. And then of course, like I said earlier, I already jack up the back, and now we're gonna be jacking up the front. So let's jack up the front. By the way, the reason why I'm jacking the car is just to have some more space under, because my car is very low. But it's a choice if you want to jack or you don't have to. The second reason is I'm gonna be taking off the tires just to have more camera angle, and of course to have more working space. That's why I'm taking off. Let's jack up the front side. Now we finished jacking up the car. It's time to put a jack stand. So one on the passenger side and then one on the driver side. Here you go. There you go. So by the way, when putting a jack stand, make sure you're putting your jack stand on a solid frame. So these are solid frames. So frame is gonna be sitting on this jack stand. Anyway, so just gonna show that really quick, and then let's do it on the passenger side. Now, after putting our jack stand left and right, it's time now to lower our jack. So it's gonna sit on the jack stand. So after lowering the jack, let's just jack this one a little bit, just to have some extra protection, just in case jack stands fail. At least we still have this the jack supporting the weight of this car. So the next thing we're gonna do is just to give it a quick push, or just to try to move it, just to make sure that it is already safe to work under the car. So the next thing that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be removing the tires from the very farthest of the master cylinder. And so we're gonna be doing a back passenger and then a driver back side, and then we're gonna be doing the passenger side front, and then we're gonna be doing the driver side front. So we're gonna be taking off the tires first here in the passenger side, back side. Take off the tires, just grab your socket size and then impact wrench, and then just take off the nuts, and then that's it. One, two, three, four, five. There you go. And just take off the tires. And I like to put it under the car just to have extra protection, just in case jack stands fails. Slide it inside the there, inside under. just to have extra protection just in case jack stands fails or jack fails. So I'm just gonna show you really quick where is the bleeder valve in this car. So they are behind. It's way over here. See, there's a bleeder valve. So just take off this cap or protection cap on this one, or the rubber cap, whatever you call it, on this one. And then there you go. That's where we're gonna put the bleeder kit later on. So, but I'm gonna take off the tires first on the other side. So let's do it. One, two. There you go. The same thing. Take it off and then put it under the car. Okay. Now, after taking off the tires on the driver backside, it's time now to move on to our master cylinder, which is we're gonna be needing a rag just to clean off any dust or dirt or debris or some like this, some leaves or whatever. Just give it a quick wipe before taking it off, because you don't want that one is going inside your master cylinder. And or actually we can put it here under, so just in case we get a spill, the spill is gonna be going here, or we can easily wipe it off. And now just take off the cap, and then we're gonna get our suction cup and pump, and then we're gonna suck that out, and then we're gonna put here on our brake bleeder cap. So yeah, so we're just gonna take off our cap, let's put it on the side. We just actually need some oil brake fluid here on our bleeder cap, just avoid air going inside. Should not it's not that much, about that much, just a little bit, so we got more space on our brand new brake fluid. Now we can add some new brake fluid. Oopsie, there you go, just a little bit more there. And after that, we're gonna put our cap right away, and then just cover this one for now. Now we're gonna go in the back rear side. So here on the back side, or passenger back side, you need something to put on the bleeder kit, because of course my hose is very short, and then you're gonna be needing a size 11 wrench to bleed out to open the valve. And then first, of course, you're gonna put the hose on inside it. So I'm just gonna put the hose inside the valve. There you go, there you go. And then make sure your hose is going upward, so we're gonna be avoiding air going inside. So after that, we're gonna be opening our valve. So we're gonna using our wrench to open up, and after this one, we're gonna be pressing our brake for a couple times, and then just make sure to have a rag ready just in case we get a spill or any leak. Now we can go and then press a brake. So, and then when we press a brake, all fluid is gonna come out, and then it's gonna go inside here. There. So now, as you can see, I have pressed a couple times the brake, and then some all black fluid came out. So we're gonna be pressing more on the brakes. So now, after we maybe 10 times keep pressing our brake, we see some all black fluid now, and then it's a little bit now gold, or a little bit now a little bit clear on the hose. And then you might want to keep checking our master cylinder, so because you don't want to be running out or get our master cylinder dry. So we put all the way to the max. Now we're gonna add more because it's a bit already low, and then yeah, we're gonna add more brake fluid. There you go. And after adding more, we're gonna keep pressing the brake until the brake fluids that's coming out is already clear. So we're gonna press a couple more and then until we get more clearer brake fluid. And there you go, we get already clear brake fluid on our hose, so we can now close our valve in here and then take off our hose and then empty some of our bleeder cup. We have some more space for our old brake fluid, and then we're just gonna repeat 3 times on our driver back side, and then passenger side, and then driver side. So yeah, so first let's close our valve. Make sure there's no leak or it's not that loose. There you go. There. And then after taking off the hose, you wanna just double check, make sure it's tight, it's not gonna be leaking. There you go. And then what I like to do, because there's some of this spill or oil that's leaking, you just wanna give it a quick spray of a brake cleaner just to clean it off. There you go. And then just give it a wipe. There you go. And of course, don't forget to put our cap on a valve, so it's gonna be protected there. And yeah, just repeat that on the other side, and then on the passenger side, and then on the driver side. So before I go to on the driver back side, I'm just gonna quickly show you what's the comparison between old and then new brake fluid. So this the old brake fluid is very black, and then this is the new brake fluid, so it's nice and gold or clear. So that's the difference on the brake fluid. So old brake fluid and then brand new brake fluid. So now I just finished bleeding or removing the old brake fluid on the back side or rear side. I like to put first the wheels on before I go to the front side, to the passenger side, and then next is the driver side. So I'm gonna put first the wheels on the back side before doing that. By the way, just to have some extra protection, just wear some hearing protection in using an impact wrench. Okay, right. There. Put one. One. 2. Now, let's do the other side. Okay? Okay. 1, 4. 5. There you go. So I just finished putting the tires on the rear side or back side, and then I did not torque it yet. I'm gonna torque it later. So I'm gonna once in a while torque front and then the back. So now we're gonna be taking off the front, and now just put it under for extra protection. Okay. 5. Okay. So now we are here in the front passenger side, and then where you're gonna find a bleeding valve on the front side is right behind the brake caliper. So it's way over here. So this is the bleeder valve. So just take off the cap. There you go. And then let's do the same process just open that one and then put on our bleeder cap, so, or bleeder kit. So let's lose our bleeding valve, and I'm gonna put lose it a bit. Then I'm gonna put this hose. Press again a brake and then keep checking our master cylinder for brake fluid. There you go. We got our old fluid on the front side or passenger side. It's very dark. I mean, it's not that dark compared on the back side because we already clear some, but it's still dark on the back side. Yeah, so let's empty and then let's do it again. So I just empty again the brake cylinder kit. Then there you can see already there's already old oil going out on the cup, but first we're gonna add some new brake fluid again because it's already low again. Just top it up. There you go, to the max line, and then put our cover, and then let's bleed more the passenger side. There you go. So I just press the brake for 8 times again, and then we need some more cleaning on the front side. So close the valve again, and then let's empty our brake cylinder kit or cup, and then I'm gonna keep going until it's clear again. And now we are here on the driver's side, so it's gonna be pretty much the same again. So the valve is gonna be way behind here, behind the brake caliper. So it's over here, right there, and then I have the bleeder kit ready, and then of course we're gonna top up again our master cylinder, so because it's low again. Now I got it set it up, so let's press the brake and then let's finish it. So yeah, we just finished bleeding our back side, passenger side, and then driver side. Now it's time to just clean our some leak in here. It's not that much, but just to make it nice, and then that's it. So after putting our old wheels, we can now put our jack stand or remove our jack, and we can torque it. Remove the jack here, and then jack stands left and right, but first we're gonna jack it up first so we can remove our jack stands. There you go. And then let's remove our jack stands. 1, 2, down our jack on the back side. So let's slowly remove, slowly. There you go, and she's off. You can safely jack a little bit our jack in the front side, so we can remove our jack stand. And then we can remove at the front other side passenger. Now let's remove on the driver side. There we go. So let's just lower our jack slowly. There we go, and we can remove our jack here. So after putting our jack stand or lowering them, go ahead and then grab your torque. Mine is 100 foot-pound, and then so it's hard to tell in the camera, but yeah, you can start our torquing and then call it a day. 1, 3, 4, 5. So that's how you change your brake fluid on almost every car. So mine is a Dodge Journey, but it's gonna be pretty much the same steps on every car. So yeah, that's the video for now. See you next time.